Hey everyone, Retro Dude here. Thanks for visiting our channel again, where we review all things retro. Now, occasionally we do go into other sections where we will probably review anime or cartoons or movies. Basically, anything retro, we'll take a look at it. Mainly, I like taking a look at games that I played years ago just to see how they stand up to the test of time and to share them with you guys. These are games that you would probably just skip because you're going to the next AAA title. I mean, there's so many good ones out there nowadays. Video games are getting so great. You would probably just skip the retro games and go for the new ones, or just go for the remakes that they made from them. I actually like taking a look at the games in the original format. Now, the next title we're gonna be taking a look at, I credit it to actually bringing me back, reigniting that flame of playing video games. At the time, I was ready to quit playing video games. I just didn't see like what the hype was about. This was back in the ps1 era. We're gonna be jumping into the ps1 era. So after the Super Nintendo, I thought, you know what, I think it's time to quit playing games. PS1's offerings, I remember seeing a demo of it back at, it was Circuit City. That was like a big box store like Best Buy nowadays. No, it was a Good Guys. That's right, it was a Good Guys. It wasn't a Circuit City, another big box store. I remember seeing the PS1 right there. It had a couple of games. I remember seeing a Battle Arena Toshiden. It was like a fighting game. It was like Soul Calibur style fighting game. I didn't dig it much at all. I didn't see what was great about it. I thought Street Fighter 2 was just a better overall experience. They just didn't click with me. They didn't resonate as well as like the Super Nintendo era games did. So I figured, you know what? I think this is it. I'm not gonna be purchasing the next system, which was a PlayStation 1 or the Nintendo 64, and I was just gonna quit. I'm like, I'm done with it. This was around the time when my friend came up to us and he said, you know what, you guys gotta check this game out. I was playing this game at my friend's house and I asked him to borrow it so you guys could check it out too. So I'm like, okay, let's go check it out. He was excited. He knew the games that we like playing, and you know what? Fine, let's make an afternoon of it. This was Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Oh my God, guys. This game had so much to offer. It was lightning in a bottle for me. Today, I want to show you guys, I want to talk to you guys why this game was such a big deal when it was released. It created an all new atmosphere that I had never experienced before. It's a survival horror game, so we hadn't really seen too many of these. I wasn't a PC gamer, I was a console gamer. I've always pretty much been a console gamer, so I know there were other survival horror games, but this introduced survival horror to me, and it introduced it in a big way. I remember just playing this game and being so creeped out, so tense. All of us playing it. I mean, it was like a group of 4 or 5 people just experiencing this game for the first time. It introduced zombies as well. I mean, zombies have been a craze for so many years nowadays, but we hadn't seen too many zombie games play out as much as from that moment forward. I mean, I guess Zombies Ate My Neighbors or something like that for the Super Nintendo came out, but this definitely made them more mainstream. Let's get to it and see why it resonated. Now, if you guys have been following me, you guys know that I'm a big music lover. I love the music in video games, and this one didn't have it. This one doesn't have like a great soundtrack or anything like that, but I get where they went with this game. So even though I love music and video games, this game definitely did the right thing by not adding too much musical sound pieces to it, because I think it would have hurt it. So instead of going for music, they added sound effects, and it created a great experience from it. I mean, just between like the creaking, the opening of the doors, the zombies like waddling towards you, their moans, little things here and there, like all of these different sound effects that they added, created an atmosphere that felt great playing through that game. It went for a more movie experience. For example, the beginning has live actors. It has a live action scene with live actors playing it out. So that was pretty new for us back in those days. And it also introduced us to great voice actors and a great script like Jill Sandwich.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right.
The master of unlocking.
Here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Or don't go.
No! Don't go!
This game is a natural treasure of writing. If you guys are used to listening to or just seeing a lot of different little memes or stuff like that, like this game created so much out of that because the writing was horrendously done. I mean, it had never been done before, so they didn't know what they were writing. I guess they thought they were writing a comic book or something, but it was just so funny to watch it. And to this day, we still laugh so much about it when we talk about it. Like, you were almost a Jill sandwich. It's like, who the hell says that, man? It created those jump scares in video games that we had never seen before either. I mean, you get the dogs jumping out of the windows and like a huge crash, and you just, I mean, you're waddling around. The controls were what they were, and you're like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I do? Dude, you never met this enemy before. It was just, I mean, it's not even a mid-tier boss. It's just a regular random encounter, and these guys jump out at you. You don't know what to do. It's like, do I kill it? Do I run? Like, what do I do? So it's just one of those great experiences that you only get once. That's not the only one. There's also a great little feature that they added to it. Like, the zombies don't really die. Like, when they fall, you get me? So you're thinking it's dead, or you're just trying to walk past it. I mean, you have very limited ammo, so you're not trying to shoot everything out. Like, you have probably you have 15 bullets for 3 zombies. Like, you can't kill them all. So what do? Like, you try to run past them. So you think one is dead, and you try passing through it. Like, I'm not gonna waste any bullets on this guy, and they jump at you. They just make you jump. Like, what the hell? This guy's still alive. He's trying to bite me. So that was new as well. It was a great experience. I remember when we met our first supposedly dead zombie and just jumped at us. We were kicking it like, oh, get away. Like, this is how much engrossed we were into it that we actually went like trying to kick it away ourselves. It was a great experience on that as well. There's another jump scare that I really remember liking. It was when you went into this bedroom or something, and you pick up like a book or whatever, and as soon as you go to pick it up, a zombie jumps out of a closet. I mean, this thing is super close, and you're like very slowly turning around and like, what? Oh crap, this thing's gonna bite me. I don't remember if he did bite you or not, but that was scary. And there was actually some sort of like action sequence type of music on it, so it actually elevated it to that, like, oh my god, what the hell's going on? And there's various other ones. There's a crow scene as well too, where crows start attacking you. You're like, whoa, crap! What do I do? So there's a lot of that little atmosphere that it created, which was very well made, honestly, for a game that had never stepped into that scene before. Now, for this game, they actually went with pre-rendered background. So basically, the background, everything around you was just it wouldn't move with the camera around you. So the camera was always in one fixed position, and you were moving around that. I actually liked that because it created a sense of dread where they decided to place those cameras. Sometimes it just created that sense. It's like, dude, there's something around the corner. It looked like somebody was watching you from the corner. So it actually created a very good atmosphere for the limitations that the system had. And it looked great, by the way. So great choice on their part on doing this way. Now the tank controls, yeah, they aged badly, man. I mean, if you guys don't know what tank controls mean, basically you have to either turn right or turn left, and the character turns right or turns left. And whenever you're pointing at the direction you want to go, you just press up on the control pad. I guess in writing it sounds simplistic. It sounds like, oh, this is definitely usable. On actual practice, it wasn't that great. I mean, when you hit those action sequences where, again, like the zombie surprises you from the back and you're trying to turn around, and like, oh, come on, man, like there's gotta be an easier way for you to turn around, or at least run the other way. So yeah, that was kind of a headache to try to maneuver it around. Obviously, it did get better in the later iterations of Resident Evil, but this is definitely something that it aged pretty badly, to be honest. Now on the playthrough, I was actually having a lot of fun replaying this game. I mean, I hadn't played it in 20 plus years. It held up rather well to today's standards. Now, that tank controls aside, everything else just clicks very well, honestly. I recommend you checking this game out. I remember it very fondly because of those experiences that it created for me. And if you guys haven't played this game yet, I definitely recommend you guys checking it out and living those experiences, knowing what they meant for all of us when we were just basically first experiencing it. You guys will definitely enjoy the fact that it does have those jump scares. I mean, it's not as crazy as the newer versions are, or the graphical leap that you have to the PS5 nowadays, but it's a great experience nonetheless. Next, I'll be playing the remake of it, which I've yet to play, believe it or not. I love Resident Evil so much that I can't believe I just haven't gotten around to playing the Resident Evil remake, which I hear actually is very well made. So I don't understand why I never tried it, but I'll definitely have a look at it. At this point, actually, there's been a remake for all of the PS1 releases of Resident Evil. So you have Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3 remake to check out. I did play Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. I enjoyed both of them. Resident Evil 2 and 1 are pretty similar. Resident Evil 3 is more of an action-based game. Again, I enjoyed them. I think they're very well made. And at this point, you'll probably get them at a bargain bin. So I definitely want to check them out. And if you could get them for around 20 bucks, 30 bucks, they're still a steal at this point, honestly. Also, don't forget to check out my playthrough. I actually recorded my whole playthrough. It's not like I go through guides, and it's just from what I remember. So 20 plus years later, I decided to replay this game again. So you're gonna see me backtracking a lot. You're gonna see me discovering new things, and like sometimes I just got completely confused. It's like, what the hell, where do I go? You guys definitely want to check out. From somebody who's actually having fun playing these games, I enjoyed the crap out of this game. I enjoyed the experience that it created. So I urge you to go check it out as well. Also, if you like the content that I'm providing, please click the subscribe button, hit me with the like. So that's it for my take on Resident Evil. I definitely give it a 2 thumbs up. You guys want to check it out. If you guys could take a look at it, I mean, at this point you could probably get it anywhere. I had a great time replaying it. I know you will too. And with that, see you guys next time, and keep it retro.